Hi Sag, welcome back to our channel. Let's see what this week ahead has for you. I hope that you guys are doing well when this video finds you. Give me some messages for my Saggies and Saggy placements. Sagittarius, masculine and feminine alike. What can you tell me for Sagittarius? What's coming up for them this week? What can they expect this week? Give me some messages for my Saggies watching. All right, Sag, you have a very, very positive week ahead. Maybe last week you went through something. Three of Wands is here, okay? So you could have went through some type of recent heartbreak or disappointment. It feels like what you intended, it's like you put your intentions out there, because I'm also seeing the Magician here. So you could have put your intentions out there. Maybe you really wanted, I feel like you put positive intentions behind some type of situation, but something was like already too far gone. So it doesn't matter if you acted with kindness. It doesn't matter if you acted with generosity. Something was too far gone. And I feel like you tried to save some type of situation. Could have been with your family, because I'm also seeing the Ten of Pentacles. Also could have been with an investment that you made. So this could be in your career. This could be with your money. Some type of investment, but also could be family. And it feels like that situation was so far gone out of your control. I feel like you put behind the best intentions to save this situation. Maybe you felt like you were trying to act in the last minute, trying to handle something that was out of your control. And it could have led you to heartbreak or disappointment. There was some type of disappointing outcome with that. And that could have happened mid-March. That could have happened last week for you. It feels like that situation is coming to a close. Whatever was going to be is what it is, and there's nothing that you could really do about it now. So there's an act of letting go this week. This is your second card coming out, is the Eight of Cups. Walking away from a situation that has left you very dissatisfied emotionally, knowing that what it is what it's going to be. Okay, you couldn't save it. Even if you put out your best intentions to try to save a situation, it is what it is. And I feel like this week you're ready to wash your hands of a situation. You're ready to let something go so that you could be your happiest self this week. You have a lot of positive cards this week. So outside of the Eight of Cups, your first card here is the Four of Wands. So you have something to celebrate very early this week. Also, home life could be getting under wraps this week. Maybe you're feeling like your home is feeling very safe. Your home could be very harmonious. Even in a relationship, it feels like if you're in a partnership or relationship, that's going to become more harmonious this week. Not butting heads with someone anymore. You also have the Sun here. So very, very positive week ahead, okay? So if March was a little daunting, I definitely feel like April is starting or kicking off very nicely for you. And then you also have the Six of Wands. So definitely have something to celebrate here. You're coming across some type of victory. Something is landing very nicely for you. You also could be getting recognition for your efforts if you've been putting in a lot of hard work. Even your behavior, if you've been on your best behavior, whatever that's supposed to mean, you are getting some type of recognition, support, or favor this week coming from that. Let's clarify the Four of Wands. Let's see what's going on with your home life or even with your stability. You should be feeling very stable and secure with this card while it comes out for you. What is the Four of Wands for Sagittarius? Tell me about the Four of Wands. So something is lightening up from maybe last week or even this month as you're transitioning from March into April. Something is lightening up for you. Tell me about the Four of Wands. Yeah, Ten of Cups, okay? I have this energy of like family. Family could have been very daunting. Something very disappointing could have happened with family. It feels like everybody's on the same accord this week, or your family life is getting better this week. If there is some very heavy family disputes, Maybe there was a crazy ending that happened for someone in your family, or something that affected the family as a whole, or even your household, like who you live with. Even if you live in a roommate situation, something affected the household as a whole. I see that everyone's going to be very happy this week, okay? Everybody's making very positive decisions. There's this energy of Empress energy, so there could be a lot of nurturing coming back and forth from you to them, or even in your relationship, there's a lot of nurturing going on. There's also this energy of abundance that's following you and your household into this month of April. So even if you are a parent and you have children, I see that your children even have abundance in their day to day. If that involves school, if that involves school activities, sports, or even their interactions with your family, their other parent, with you. I just see that things are just much more harmonious. Things are coming into a better place. All right, but there is something with family. If a family situation was very daunting or disappointing, I feel like everybody's on the same page finally. Let's see what else is here for you. Everybody seems to be happy this week, moving into April. All right, what is this? All right, we also have the Hierophant. So there could be a family tradition coming up, or maybe there's talks about it. Like if your family does barbecues in the summer, there's like a family event. There could be a family reunion coming up. This could also be like, I don't know, some type of tradition is going to be held between you and your family. This could be like someone getting baptized, maybe a christening, a bat mitzvah, something, quinceañera, something is happening that's bringing the family together. And it seems to be a tradition for you guys, all right? Or you're instilling this in your children if you're a parent. All right, what else is this? There's something else here. Tell me about the Hierophant. This is like following the rules. That's why I was getting an energy of behavior. I don't know who's been acting up. If that's you, or people think that you've been acting up, or if this is like your children, or maybe someone in family. Someone's getting back into the principle, traditional. They're getting their behavior checked. I don't know. There's something like that going on. Even if you have a pet and your pet was acting up, I feel like their behavior is going to be really, really good this week. All right, tell me about the Hierophant. We have the Six of Pentacles as well. There's a lot of generosity. Okay, so something with family. There's like gift giving. Maybe people are getting gifts. You may receive a gift, or you're even buying gifts for something. You could be very generous with your gift that you're going to give. But there's this tradition, something that is going to have like a foundation, something that you guys will do annually. And it involves gift giving with the Six of Pentacles, or it involves a lot of generosity. This could be you. You could be buying a gift maybe for someone's baby shower. Maybe someone's birthday is coming up. You're buying a gift, a really nice gift. And it's something that's going to continue. So it's like you could be giving now, and then when your birthday comes up, your family's really showing up and showing out for you. Or you're showing up for someone's wedding, someone's engagement party, someone's baby shower, then they're going to do this for you. So there's like this circle of generosity between you and your family. If you've been dishing out a lot of money or gifts or even favors to your family, that's coming back to you now. Okay? And if it's not that something's coming back to you, it's asking of you to be generous, because this will become a tradition, or this will come back to you later in time when you need it. All right, so I see someone buying a really nice gift for someone's party or event or celebration. And it kind of sets the standard for how you and your family will move moving forward. All right, we see here with the Eight of Cups that you're walking away from something that has emotionally burdened you, something that could have disappointed you, could have even been heartbreak for you. You kind of were going through it, but now you're ready to release this energy. It could have felt like a burden on your shoulders. You're ready to release it. You've come to terms of what it is what it is, and you're ready to move forward now. Even if this is someone who's been holding a grudge around you, I feel like this person's finally ready to let that go. Someone could even want to make amends. We have the Eight of Wands here. All right, so there's a lot of communication back and forth with someone that you could be letting a grudge go, you're letting bygones be bygones, or someone's doing this towards you. It's a lot of back and forth communication about this. Someone's finally ready to turn a new leaf, or this could be you. Yeah, the Moon, okay? I feel like there's a lot of anxiety around maybe a conversation that needs to be had. If someone made a mistake, if someone overstepped their boundaries, there's a conversation that's going to be had. Whoever is the culprit here is very afraid. They're afraid to reach out, but I do see there's going to be a conversation. There's a lot of back and forth messages. So I feel like it's not that deep. Like someone's very worried or anxious about this conversation. It can be forgiven. That's what I'm seeing. Like this is a good time for forgiveness. All right, that's what I'm seeing. There could be an apology coming your way, or maybe you're making amends with someone. Whoever is the one who has to apologize is very nervous about this, but it's not that deep. It's not that deep, okay? And I feel like whoever is very nervous is going to stop avoiding the subject at hand. Finally, there's going to be forward movement. What is this? All right, Page of Cups. Yeah, an apology is coming through. It's a very sincere and genuine apology coming towards you, or that you're giving out. But all is forgiven is what I'm getting here. Someone could be very intimidating to come towards, all right? Someone's afraid because someone could be a little intimidating. I'm seeing the King of Swords. But what's the outcome? I feel like all is forgiven. Even if you're the one having to accept an apology, it's not that deep to you anymore. Yeah, Nine of Cups. All right, so there's some type of fulfillment just of someone apologizing or taking ownership or accountability. That's what makes the situation better. It's not even about the apology. It's like, do you take accountability? Do you see where you went wrong? And it allows like this emotional burden to be released between you and this person, okay? All right, it looks like after that heavy energy is released, or whenever this person has to say is said, things kind of start to look up in a very positive way. You have the Sun here. I feel like this week you're going to be able to express yourself better than what you could have maybe in March. Maybe March was really hard for you to be bold or to take action or to speak up about something. I see you feeling very positive. You could be posting a lot more on social media. You could be expressing yourself openly without fear of judgment. And I see you being very happy because of that. There's also a lot of visibility coming towards you. So if you've been working really hard and you feel like your efforts are going unnoticed, that's not happening in April. I feel like exactly what you put out, people are going to recognize that. You're getting a lot of recognition here, especially with the Six of Wands. You're getting a lot of recognition. Tell me about the Sun. This is a good time for you to put out there what you've been hiding, okay? So if you've been hiding a talent, a skill, maybe you've been hiding something that you want to say, you're a great speaker, it's a really great month for you to put that out there because it will be noticed. Tell you about the Sun for Sag. Seven of Pentacles, something that you've already been working on that you had to be very patient, maybe to show the world or to show a group of people, maybe at work. Something that you have invested a lot of time in, it's the right time for you to launch it. So those of you who want to start your business, you're like creating a project or you're creating a product or you're creating some type of business, I don't know. It's a good time for you to put it out there. It's a good time for you to put it out there for the market to see. But there's something that you've been working on for some time. I feel like it just has gone unnoticed. Like, you know, your light has been dimmed in some way or people just have not been paying attention. It's a good time for you to show it off. Even if this is your body, like you've been in the gym and you just haven't really been showing off your new body, it's a good time for you to do that. All right, what else is here? Yeah, Hermit. You've just been kind of staying to yourself. There's also this energy of you wanting to be hermit this month of April. Don't do that. It's a good time for you to be seen, recognized for all your efforts and get whatever benefits come out of that, whether that's like a promotion or that is your business launching and you're getting a lot of clientele, a lot of customers. If you're trying to make content, you're about to get a really good audience, a loyal audience. So I see this energy where you feel like you just want to be alone. You want to be in solitude. You want to go within. You want to do more self-discovery. It's time for you to express yourself. I feel like you'd be doing yourself a disservice if you stay confined. That's not your narrative this month of April. Clarify the Hermit. Why do you want to be the Hermit? All right, Death card. Some type of ending. I feel like you went through a really tough ending, or something came to an end. Now you no longer have to experience that, but it was very hard to go through. So it's kind of like you just want time to yourself. But this month of April is requiring you to show yourself, to be visible, to be bold, to speak up, speak out, to show off your talents, your skills, show off your products, put yourself out there, to be on social media. Something's requiring you to do that because there's something here that you've invested in. Now it's time for you to reap the rewards. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, we have the, is this the Emperor or is this the Strength card? I think this is Strength card, okay? With this coming out, I feel like you may want to cut out outside influences because you're trying to keep your life under wraps, or you're trying to keep yourself in control. Like, you could be really trying to work on your discipline, whether that's like towards your goals, being consistent, getting your things done, or this could even be like, I really want to work, I want to expand my finances, so I need to stay very disciplined. And so in being disciplined, you feel like you need to cut out all the outside noise, you need to stay within. But again, I feel like even if you tried to hide, you wouldn't be able to. There's a lot of things coming your way this month, and it requires you to be visible. So I would say if that's you, Sag, and you feel like I want to be really rooted in discipline, have a balance. Okay, have a balance. Like, even you wanting to be the Hermit, you have a lot of positive things popping off even with your family right now that you want to be a part of with that Hierophant energy and the Six of Pentacles. So have a balance. Like, if you do need to stay grounded and disciplined, do that, but also get outside. Also get on social media. Also be bold, launch that new thing, launch your new identity, whatever that is that you've been working on. Have some balance here. Don't be totally in hermit mode, because I feel like you would be doing yourself a disservice if you did. This is your time to shine, especially with the Six of Wands here. This is your time to shine. All right, you're being called. You're getting some type of wake-up call that's showing you that your efforts, all the hard work that you've been doing, is going to pay off, and it's happening in April for you. All right, clarify the Six of Wands. All right, we have the Six of Swords. So you're getting some type of breakout moment while you're still going through some type of transition. It doesn't feel fair, okay? That's what I'm getting. It doesn't feel fair. You may feel like, dang, I'm happy for the recognition. I'm happy for the promotions. I'm happy for the favor, the luck. But I wish it was happening when I was on more steady grounding, okay? Because you're still in movement. You're still in tow to your next destination. Something doesn't feel very stable for you right now with the Six of Swords. And you're getting a lot of recognition as you're going through some type of transition. Yeah, you're trying to protect yourself from disappointment. Because again, that Three of Swords, you had to deal with some type of disappointment recently. So you're over here trying to protect yourself. You may even want to push away new admirers. For those of you who are single, you could be getting a lot of admiration and romance right now. You may want to push that away. You may want to push away like recognition at work. You may want to push away maybe new friendships, push away maybe even family treating you really well right now, because something doesn't feel stable for you to have it. But again, I think like you could be in your head a little bit. Something has to happen this way. I don't know why, but it is. Tell me about the Six of Wands. It's like you're getting a lot of recognition during a very painful time for you. You have the Ten of Swords here. I mean, Ten of Swords can talk about depression. It can talk about devastation, just you being in a low emotional state. And you're getting a ton of recognition during this time. It just doesn't feel fair. All right. But I feel like if you were to push this recognition away, push the promotions, the favor away, when is it going to be the next time that you get all of these highlights? You know what I'm saying? So something requires balance. Like, yes, you can mope around if you need to. You can be in solitude if you need to, but also have balance and get out there. Because part of your low emotional state is this imbalance of like more bad things happening than good. How are you going to change that circumstance unless you immerse yourself in the good that's happening right now? All right, Knight of Swords. Okay, so there's almost like a missed opportunity that you're not going to miss, but there's an opportunity coming towards you that I see that you're going to get yourself together to take part in at the last moment. You could be very indecisive until like the last hour that this is about to happen. You know, maybe you're being invited to a party and you really didn't want to go to the party because you're just not feeling the energy right now, but you may make a decision the hour before the party starts to go, and that's going to be a really positive thing, because if not, you would have missed some type of opportunity. For those of you who are single, you could be pushing away new love, and you may decide at the last moment to finally text that person back to say, hey, okay, you can take me on a date, and that's going to be good for you because there's an opportunity there. All right, also when it comes to my entrepreneurs or business owners, you may want to push back your launch until maybe next month or until maybe fall season, where you feel like your life will finally be stable, but you would be missing an opportunity if you don't do it now. And I see that you're going to act at the very last moment. All right, anything else that Sag needs to know about this? Ten of Pentacles, this has something to do with your legacy. All right, so whatever this is, if it's like a new love coming in for you, or maybe it is career-based or business-based, there's something that has longevity in your life, and now is your time to shine. Now is the time for you to have like really fast momentum with whatever this is. If you're trying to do social media, now is the time that the algorithm is going to be working with you and not against you. And so it's a really pivotal, or it's very important that you take part in whatever this is. Especially if it's family, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you to deepen your relationships with family. Maybe you have some grudges that you hold against your family, but you would be missing some key moments if you decide not to go with it. So really probably going to have a tough conversation with yourself, Sag, and get yourself together to be seen, to be visible, to put yourself out there, because there's some very positive energies coming towards you in April that you don't want to miss out on. Even if emotionally you don't even know if you could even hang, try your luck, because you're going to be pleasantly surprised by your outcome. All right, this month is not going to be as daunting as you believe it to be. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Sag. Please like the video, comment down below if you feel called to, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.